What's up, everybody? Dave Fleming back here with Morgan Evans, and first semifinal for the men here coming up, Morgan. We'll talk about the Johns boys in a minute, but we have crazy athleticism on the other side in Pesa Teoni, and we have racquetball king. Let's not kid ourselves. Daniel De La Rosa is maybe, if there was like a triathlon of padel, racquetball, and pickleball, he would be the #1 seed by a mile.
Yeah, he'd be the GOAT for sure. So we will be very excited to see some fireworks about to get underway.
Yeah,
and
so we want to see, how does Ben and Colin, they don't need to change anything they do, obviously.
No.
This is a chance for Ben to stamp his name in 3 finals on Sunday with his new Yola. Again, if you're just joining us, that's not a Jola paddle, Yola. So, Colin Johns to serve. That's Pesa Teoni. And there's Daniel De La Rosa. And there is CJ. Colin Johns with an Ernie to start the day.
1-0-2.
Oh my.
Wow.
Okay. Hi, CJ.
That reminded me a lot of Lauren Stratman's forehands down the line. She nailed 2 of the prettiest clean winners down the line yesterday that you'll ever likely to see.
Oh, little fake with the foot stomp there. Okay.
Why not?
Beautiful job by De La Rosa, and catches Johns looking for the ball in the middle of the court and gets caught on the outside shoulder.
Came out of nowhere there, didn't he?
And that's where the precision that Teoni and De La Rosa are going to have. The third's got to be down, it's got to bounce. That's the chance.
I mean, I think it's a smart play from the Johns boys. They know how quick the hands are of both these guys.
Yeah.
2-0-1.
The path of least resistance may very well just be long, drawn-out dink rallies.
Oh. They both set out, and then it became the Nike logo became a target, unfortunately. Pesa didn't even know the point was still in play, basically.
God, look at Pesa. Jeez, man has never missed leg day.
No.
Wow.
So
timeout is
Mr.
called.
Teoni calls timeout, not to go to the gym and do some squats, but to get this under control here. Okay, again,
good move.
Off and running with a quick 4-0 lead, and you know you're running into 2 players that are consistently in the final and winning it.
Yes, it's look, it's a tall order. There's no doubt about it. It's above a tall order. It's a Herculean effort required for them to come away with a win here. If they can turn it into the kind of match where they can really compete, and I think that's really in the firefights.
Yes.
Because they're naturally so quick with their hands. Obviously, they move around the court beautifully, and they can dink. They can certainly dink. But the level of control of the ball in dink exchanges between Colin and Ben Johns is just out of this world.
For sure.
There's no team like it, really.
No. And, you know, when you look at the scoreboard, you're like, oh, hey, Julian Arnold and Johnny Goldberg in the last match pushed the Johns boys to 13-11 winning game 1. So, you know, opportunities are there.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think the Johns boys, when they're on center court, they know it's time to shine. No one knows what happens on court 37. I mean, they probably do.
I mean, somebody does because someone's writing the scores down, Morgan. So, yes, someone does.
Fair enough. Oh.
And there's that. Colin Johns brings the Cobra up and says, what am I going to do with it? I might just dink it, or I might blow it up at your right shoulder, your left hip. That was a left hip shot there. And that's one of his favorite patterns. Drop it, come in, get that ball up from the cross-court ball and blow it up down the line. Wow.
Oh, that's a little wide. Teoni looked good there, had some good
big
swings
swings
to the ball. But he does, as you were mentioning earlier, he does like to take big swings on the ball. And that can cost you when you can, unfortunately, not handle the counterpunch as well as you'd like. So we've changed positions.
Why not at 8-zip? The problem is these two love the forehand attack in the middle and cutting the dink, so we'll see if they stick with that. But the brothers looking very good in the semi. And right now that was a 1-point experiment. Oh, Ben snuck in front there.
Yeah, Colin, even with the kind of willpower you see from the Newmans, it couldn't quite get that one over.
Okay.
Squeaked over the line.
And again, let serves are replayed here. Wow. Oh.
Colin Johns not happy with his performance there, but it was Ben that left the ball up a little high.
Yeah.
So
Ben saying hit one decent drop, so just couldn't get it down. We saw him have a little bit of trouble with that in the last match.
And that almost took the head off of a young spectator.
Glad
Luckily,
it did not.
No harm, no foul.
No. Made it safely to the ground. We're trying to get it all the way back to the court. We're going, okay. Everyone needs to touch it. Okay. Okay. They're on the board. Pesa Teoni serving. The Phoenix area resident.
Oh.
That hit him.
Yeah.
This is not like volleyball where you can actually kick it over or find a way to get that thing over. Hand? Sure, if it's the hand that's touching the paddle and holding it, but otherwise, this ain't a body contact game.
Ben Johns with his patented backhand down the line flick. So stable, controls it nicely.
Especially if you're a lefty and you cheat a step to the left.
Okay, well, good leave. That's,
yes.
Helps.
We talked about that's a skill.
Yep.
9-1-2.
Just, again, getting that Yola paddle dialed in. This has become a frustrating point already that they're back to even.
Yeah, and the Vegas odds say it's no longer even.
No. There's that They'll just keep putting the ball there until they figure it out. Okay, Pesa.
Pesa. He's an incredibly left-handed person.
Yes, and a lot of Pesa on that shot too.
I like it. Oh no!
Good deep return from Ben there.
1-9-2.
Oh, gorgeous lean in, rolling.
Okay, Colin. Placement over power personified right there.
That's a big forehand from De La Rosa.
So there you're getting to see the whip that a racquetball background brings here again. Undisputed, one of the best racquetball players to ever participate in that sport. That's how good this man is.
Oh, and another ball sent towards the gallery.
Yep.
Courtesy of a nice around the post.
Yeah, and again,
from CJ.
He holds it. And we're at a game point here.
10-1-2.
Again, wanted to go full flamingo.
Yeah, you know, as a Fleming, we encourage that. So just didn't finish it.
Don't worry, your kind will never be extinct.
No. There's always 200 of them in some shallow pond at the zoo. Oh my! Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Ben had a little look back.
Ben does not like that at all.
No,
because that's a dangerous ball.
I think it's going to haunt him because there is going to be a game 2.
Yeah, that
Ben will have a good chance at a return fire.
Oh, just.
But he'll do it delicately for now.
For now, he'll do it now with angles. But if they needed more focus on this match, they have it now.
There's a question though, have we ever seen the Johns brothers upset, annoyed, angry, playing through emotion as opposed to how they know the game should be played, which is typically what they always do.
Yeah, I think the only time we see that from them is,
players
looking
to take a good cut at Ben.
Okay, so another look at I saw so to answer your question real quick, I think the most frustrated they get is with themselves. Not with each other, but with their own level of play. When they're pushed, we talked about emotion and dealing with pressure. Obviously, these two have fought through the highest pressure that this sport can bring. So I think we will see them out of sorts on occasion when it's just not going their way, but their level headedness is another factor in all the things they bring to the table.
Yep, cool, calm, and collected. Like a Dawson, really.
Like a Dawson. So Dawson's will be up later in the other semi. We're at the Built Red Rock Open. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. John's brothers focused, in control.
0-0-2.
Okay.
And that was a
mighty swing and a little deep.
1-0-2.
Well, he'll have some fun with it until he needs to buckle down.
And miss return, and they've already increased their score from game 1 on the first serve here. Okay.
That was big.
So Teoni and De La Rosa showing what we talked about earlier. Got to be, pace is the name of the game in this one. Yeah, these boys actually played against each other. We did a little Dallas versus Phoenix event. Had a whole bunch of us from each city playing, so they have played against each other. Not that we were keeping score. Well, we were keeping score, but not new. We got Teoni's got to stay down on that backhand dink there.
He really does, and obviously if the Johns boys want to do this by the book, they will just drop thirds and work their way into dink exchanges and let their skill be the difference maker.
And they're just not going to be in a hurry. Okay.
Wow.
So
No one could have predicted that.
No, and Colin Johns did not participate.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
There you go.
1, 3, 2.
Well, only time will tell if that's a long-term strategy.
Good to see him take that out of the air. Okay, you see Teoni's first move is back. And a violent ATP, but and again, around the racquetball guy, if anyone was going to get that back that low, it would be him. But great job by Colin to going on the other side of De La Rosa.
CJ called a no, but Johns right in the way of the ball, so all you can really do is fend it off.
Exactly.
A couple of loose errors from John. Maybe that's that rocket ship fired in his direction did rattle him a little.
4, 2, 1.
Yeah, I mean, couldn't see it in the sun. So nonchalant, Daniel De La Rosa. Just
standing a little tall.
Just very tall.
Yeah,
just I'm going to dink with you all day, brother. I'm here.
Just a Sunday rec game.
Oh, my.
Hi-yo!
And,
way to do it easy.
and it's Teoni, not the racquetball player, that makes a play off a ball a millimeter off the court.
They're in the lead.
They're up 5.
5-2, 4-2.
They're up 5-2 here.
5-2.
Yeah.
5, 2, 1.
Oh, you hate to see that,
That's the best way to deflate the crowd.
because that before it was special.
5, 2, 2.
Be surprised if he doesn't get the next one. He does. Oh, man, the backhand before that was beautiful, but it's the reload. Big swings, it's hard to get that next one loaded.
And as we've talked about, Colin Johns, the best right side player, and unbelievable at letting balls go.
So 3-point deficit for the Johns boys, too. Dig out of. Hello, Daniel.
All right, Pesa and De La Rosa, they're starting to gel.
2, 5, 2.
These two have played a lot together. So Teoni, you can see where he is. He's every time the ball goes to John's in front of him, he's scooching back. Just stay in there. You're not. De La Rosa's not giving something that's scary.
No.
And he could slide too. He could slide and sit on something.
I mean, see, the problem is Johns can manufacture an attackable ball from a lot of locations.
Yes.
And he enjoyed that one. And he stood his ground, took the first shot.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yep. So Teoni wins the showdown head-to-head there, and they get the ball back with the lead. Oh, my.
I
wanted that. I wanted that to go over because he hit one of those in our first tournament of the year in his backyard in Phoenix, and it was the best ball maybe ever hit in pickleball history.
Unbelievable. I'd like to see more middle dinks from the Johns, to be honest.
Paddle skills of De La Rosa.
Suddenly deciding to get low.
I know, for one.
Yeah. Oh.
Too good.
Too good. And Teoni, it's a factor of... Wow. And the secondary ref, Maxine Vayman, calling that ball. Pesa Teoni did call it out. Lead ref Stan Mukshinsky is not going to disagree with his partner.
Let's see that again. Appears to catch the line.
Yeah, that seems to
It's hard to see, though, on that. We're not right down the line, so
still
tough. Okay.
Well, okay. Is that enough to rattle the Kings?
Well, you asked that question earlier. Clearly not pleased with that.
No. The question is, will it actually affect their shot
Correct.
selections? Yeah, it's all a show and dance if nothing happens.
Right, so they got the ball back quickly on a miss. Now what happens? Just able to reload, especially when he's hitting the least balls we've seen in a match in a long time.
Yeah, I'm sure Ben is in a little bit of disbelief. Curious why he's having to hit 50 dinks to get a point going. Big from Teoni. I think he feels like that's his best chance. Being back off the line, give himself enough time to actually read these attacks, knowing that he's got the power to still do the damage from 2, 3, 4 feet back.
Yeah, you got to choose whether you're going to give them full bailout by giving that space or give yourself that. He's choosing the latter because you saw anytime it's up, he just, which I get that. And he's going to take those huge hacks at it if he gets one.
5, 6, 2.
They're within one.
I think Ben's looking to put a stamp on this one.
Oh, my.
Oh, and CJ again.
The flamingo.
Yep.
Flies long.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give it to you. And the ball's
6,
back.
5, 1.
Still in the lead, just by one, though.
De La Rosa just willing to grind dinks with Ben Johns.
Second serve.
Fortunately, that third way too high.
Yeah. I think you're going to see Teoni's gotten most of the returns.
6, 5, 2.
Oh, my.
And an up high 5.
Indecision in the middle, and Colin Johns, after ripping a two-hander that De La Rosa was ready, has the reply into the open court, and they get the ball back. Okay.
I think there was some intention on that one, but missed his target.
Little cross-court attack by Ben Johns there sets up, then he just stays in the same spot. That's always good. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we may see a changing in momentum here.
7, 6, 1.
And I'd say one more point, we should see a timeout.
Oh.
Serve.
Really going after that serve, and really 11 L's went after that third. Okay.
Fantastic compact technique from De La Rosa. So much power at full extension.
Okay, so they're going to call timeout on offense here.
Okay.
They've been on 6 for a little while. I like that they've decided we're going to grind this out ourselves. Even though maybe it's not the right thing for him to do often, we're going to have Teoni scooch off the line to be able to fend that off if he leaves one a little bit up. I mean, that's what they've decided. We usually don't like to see people backing off the line because it gives the kitchen gets bigger. So I'm not sure it's ideal, but you know that's what they've decided on, and they're within one. So
yeah, who's to say what's right or wrong? All we can really know is the scoreboard is close.
Right.
Whether that's the difference maker or not, he's had some success. There has been at least one or two occasions whereby when the attack from Ben did come, he had extra space to be able to, really return fire. Not dissimilar to the way that Jessie Irvin is comfortable being back there, knowing that anyone who attacks her, if she's got the extra time to really lock and load, forehand or backhand, she knows she's got enough power to really do damage.
Yeah, those extra quarters of a second that we're talking about here matter. What you're giving up is a lot of space that can be pushed on dinks.
Yeah.
If your partner hits a great ball, you're not on the line to be able to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
But
so they're gambling that that's the lesser of two evils.
Correct.
I think so.
And that's what you got to do as a team. And here they are serving at 6-7. And
once again,
the line
off
pays
the
off.
line pays off. So he's looking at whether or not he's actually getting beaten up in dink exchanges versus does this new position help him for the counterpunch.
And he quite frankly hasn't had to dink much.
No. That is going out for sure. He's hit a few of these drives that from this angle look like they're
going to hit the ball in the Red Rock Open logo, but we'll never know. And they've got the lead, and they're within 3 of
good save.
A comeback.
Oh, unlucky. Yeah, some difficult shots in that transition area.
Yep, De La Rosa very supportive there. And
that's a wise move from
yes.
Johns to no longer attack Teoni down the line, instead to go at the body.
And De La Rosa knew he was in trouble, so he came to guard the forehand.
Yep.
And cross court got him tagged right in the Paddle Candy logo there. Another missed drive there by Johns off a big serve. Ben Johns, that is. You know, the question is our other team's going to say, okay, maybe this is what we do. We just dink, dink, dink with Ben to keep him not just being that factor in the middle of the court when you're going after Colin.
Yeah. Well, Teoni took his chance.
He did.
But Ben was wise to it.
And they're within 2 of moving on to Championship Sunday. Oh, my.
Wow. That's
just
rare.
Step back, drive into the wheelhouse of Ben is usually not a good choice, but it was for that one shining moment. Great return.
And that ball sent into the bleachers.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, there's significant frustration over here on the John side. Just the way that ball was put back in play. Oh, and Teoni was behind him ready. Teoni's here.
Oh. And the return of the ball catches Ben Johns in the shoulder. He's not too pleased about that. And I'm sure he would have loved to have served that one in.
Yeah. Yeah, just not quite.
No?
You know, you usually have sorts. They're out of many of them.
It says a lot about their average level, though.
Yeah, no question. Ooh. And that's if you're going to be off the line, then your dinks come from a farther spot, and to leave them as shallow as Daniel has been able to when he's on the line. That's, again, we talk about trade-offs, and here we are, match point. Just get it in serve. And that'll do it. Colin and Ben pushed, a little disgruntled, line call, crazy ball in the face area, and yet
they got the job done.
Their names go to the right, and their names go to Sunday. So Ben Johns making the transition from the fiberglass paddle to the carbon fiber Yola paddle. Singles, he's in the gold medal match. Mixed, he's in the gold medal match. And now in men's, he's in the gold medal match.
Pretty good chance for a Triple Crown.
So he's got the opportunity.
Yep.
Colin Johns was great. Didn't hit nearly the number of balls we're used to seeing him hit.
Yeah, he's probably going to go for a jog just to get some steps in.
Yeah. So a lot of credit to De La Rosa and Teoni to look at that 11-1 and say we're going to do something different here. And they just decided to try and grind. And they'll go back and try and do some more damage in the back draw. We will be back with the ladies on center court. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to center court, everybody. I'm here with the Johns brothers. They're headed to Championship Sunday. Big congratulations, guys. A very definitive game one and a much tougher game two. What went into that?
Yeah, we got off to a good start there in the first game and kind of rode the momentum. But they got a couple points there at the end, or just 1 point, and they took that momentum into game two, and they got off to a fast start, and then it's never easy playing catch-up.
Well, a bit of an unorthodox game style from that team. I know there's a racquetball background, at least for De La Rosa. How does that change the game?
Yeah, top racquetball player, and I'm sure if you know racquetball, strong wrists, they hit the ball very hard. So it's a little bit of a different dynamic in that he hits the ball a lot harder than most, and sometimes he's trying to hit you rather than put it in the court. So sometimes the players hit a good shot and then duck.
Well, guys, you obviously have a good relationship on and off the court, but what was your relationship like as kids?
Well, I pretty much beat up on Ben throughout his childhood, so I think it's deserving that he have some wins over me, which he has in pickleball.
Ben, do you second that?
It sums it up really well.
All right, perfect, guys. I'll let you go. Rest up. We'll see you on Championship Sunday. Morgan, Dave.